The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hurricanes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Out of the gun to give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Handoff to the lone back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lofton. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Needs it to keep this drive alive. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he'd be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Got the quick pass. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you're shedding people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Carolina offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Knocked back drive. It's 2nd and 12. Lopez to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Working that left side. Bounced off his feet.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They punted away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Brown. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The gift to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Now on 1st down from the 43. To throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They give it to him again.
The running back carry. Loses 2. Brings up 3rd down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target to the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Running to the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Miami 14, North Carolina 0.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner is stopped.
North Carolina offense will take over first and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right. Really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat. Maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Quick strike complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve.
Oh, he's got some space. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Canes are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half of the home team.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to take a shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Going over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Running back searching for a hole. Shakes off the defender. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lopez wants to fire. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hand, it's Ship. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smothers. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Lopez to pass. Fires into the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Give to Brown. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A quick pass to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Makes the grab. It's Bennett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. Just steamrolling the defense. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Forced out of the pocket. Finding open areas. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape, and then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Timber.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the field goal unit is on the field. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He throws one to the left. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Lopez wants to fire, using his legs to buy some time. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Charlottesville is worth its weight in gold to the Cavaliers. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Lyle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Lopez to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. Here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here's a heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Trying to run, it's Brown. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off play action. He caught it! Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Set to kick this one away.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Lopez wants to fire. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Carr. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Hurricane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Lopez to pass. They've got the screen set up. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Gauze. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Finds space on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Gauze. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a league like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Working the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that,
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Grab near the marker. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Easy.
Using his leg, it's Lyle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
35, North Carolina. 14.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. He wants a big play here late. Catch inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Into the end zone, and it's his 4th interception of the game. Takes it the other way. The 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes. The defense putting points on the board. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for space. It's Gauze. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.